Let me ask you on the vaccination front. On the vaccination front, we have Covaxin, efficacy around 77-78%. We have the Oxford AstraZeneca, which is called Covishield, lower than the AstraZeneca efficacy that has been demonstrated abroad. We have the Pfizer Moderna vaccinations, which are 94 to 95% efficacy. These don't exist so far in India. Have we miscalculated our vaccination policy in the past? The kind of indenting that we should have done with regard to how other countries have operated. We are at, I think, 18%, whereas there are countries which are close to 80% in terms of their populations ready with intended vaccinations. And of course, the fact that we opened it up for the 18 to 44 age group without the supplies being in place and pushing it on to the states to do the procurement, when frankly there was no infrastructure to do that and companies abroad were not even entertaining them. Have we again miscalculated our strategy there?
Time will tell that our approach to our vaccination coverage, production, implementation will be seen as a role model example. I'll tell you why. Firstly, we are fortunate to have on our soil a plethora or a basket of vaccines available to us. We are currently dealing with 3 vaccines. 3, Sputnik also is there to an extent and it will scale up. We have Covaxin, a homegrown vaccine, and you mentioned AstraZeneca Covishield vaccine. 3 other vaccines are on the cusp, not too far, including Cadila-Zydus, including Novavax, which will be called Covavax, and also BioE, another homegrown vaccine. And then we have vaccines in waiting, so to say, which include the Genova mRNA vaccine and also the Bharat Biotech nasal vaccine out there. So remember, there is a basket of vaccines available in this country, and the eventual production and availability of these vaccines is tremendous. It's tremendous. It's enough to cover our nation and also perhaps eventually also cover other parts of the world. Often this point is made that why we did not go for booking the other vaccines. Remember, the major players decided first and foremost to provide vaccines to their own countries of origin. Look at Pfizer, look at Moderna. These are the 2 main players. AstraZeneca, in any case, we are part of their supply chain. And Johnson & Johnson have other problems. Again, we are part of the J&J stockpile system. I'll come to that in a minute. In fact, I should add that as a 9th vaccine because it will be developed it will be produced in Hyderabad in BioE factory very soon. So there are 9 vaccines potentially, 3, then 3, another 3. But the 2 famous vaccines, they emanated from USA and had partnership in Europe, and large part of their stockpile they pre-committed to those. I'll give you an example of booking these orders. Canada booked something like 140 million doses. This is something like 5 times of the doses that they required. But by March, only 6 million doses were available against an order of 22 million from Moderna and 74 million from Pfizer. The point I'm making is that this notional order placing is actually a myth that has been created. Total stockpile per annum currently available in the world is limited. Even these major companies are looking at 700 million doses and 130 million, and now of course ramping up. And the ramping up has taken their own schedules are lined up over a period of time. Coming to India, you appreciate that we had these 2 vaccines and companies are moving forward with escalating their production. We are hand-holding them. We are hand-holding other companies as well, including those companies that are now going to develop Covaxin in partnership and through tech transfer of Bharat Biotech. These are 3 PSUs and 1 Gujarat Consortium, another system, who will be putting in Covaxin creating facilities. We have supported nasal vaccine to the tune of almost 100 crores. We have supported Genova for another 115 odd crore rupees. Total of 670 odd crore rupees have been given to the companies that are making vaccine one way or the other. There is a tech transfer from ICMR, there is a tech transfer from DBT. Laboratories of DBT are available for assays. DBT has more than 10 sites where clinical trials are happened. They are being funded by the DBT. Regulatory processes have been eased out in a very significant way. They are hastened. So there is an all-round support to the vaccines being produced in our country, and manufacturing capacity in the country will rise. Yes, there is a phase in first quarter where the vaccine availability is relatively less compared to what potential need is, but we have secured more than 50 crore doses going up to July. Beyond July, August to December, there is already an order placed for 30 crore doses with BioE in anticipation, order placed for 19 crore doses with Bharat Biotech, 25 crore doses with Serum Institute. And then additional order will now be placed according to the new guidelines, where the union government will pick up the part that would have gone to the state governments. And in addition, we are hoping that Covax will be available to an extent. We are also working with other internationally available vaccines, including Pfizer and Moderna and J&J, because now we know that they have some capability to provide such doses to our nation. We are working very closely with them, and we hope that part of the stockpile going into future will be available. The other question which is often asked is, why did we not give orders to our own people? Navika ji, we're working with our own companies as a partnership on a daily, on a weekly basis. Their stockpile is visible to us. Their stockpile is for India, except a few commitments that a particular company had made. And we were offered assistance, money, which I mentioned, went to other companies, also offered to them. And Bharat also received it for their nasal vaccine and for their experiments, and also for expanding their facility now in Bangalore. Serum also was helped through support for their clinical trials. Sputnik was helped, and so on. So this partnership meant that the stockpile visible to us and produced on the soil of India was always and continues to be available first and foremost for our own program.